I like to involve industrial processes because it does extend the reach of the studio and the capabilities that I can do there. There's always changes, there are always decisions that have to be made that are the fun part and the maddening part of working large scale. These things always move in fits and starts. There was a delay with determining what was inside the wall of the auditorium originally, and that was a few months in there where we couldn't find the drawings, we couldn't determine what was in there, and we finally got that worked out. We were surprised that there was no studding in the wall. Instead, what there is a central column that's set back about 12 inches, and it didn't leave me much, but it left me enough to hang the piece off of that. But it certainly changed how I was going to be constructing the piece, because now the frame had to be much more substantial and had to hang off of this central spine. And then just one thing after another, trying to get the right materials, doing some changes so that the engineer is happy. Also,
supposed to be, and I think that's a good idea.
Things can sort of turn on a dime. A couple of days ago I was feeling worn out, partly from the physical exertion of lifting these beams around. So this weighs about 300 pounds at the moment. So to hoist that around with help, it's still tiring, and then to get everything lined up, and you're always pinching fingers and busting knuckles. The substructure has been constructed. The main arch or crown has been done, ready to be patinaed. Working on the infill, and the infill I'm building up in layers as a composition, as a visual composition, but also using elements of notation, of course. I'm standing here with Jim Posey, who works on a bunch of these projects with me. He's the brains of the outfit. He's the looks of the outfit.
Right. Even less probable.
Part of what we get to do in the next little while is solve how these things actually get attached and what the layering is.
I was wondering about that.
In some cases, it'll be studs, which are similar to the stud that's welded on.
So they have to weld studs onto them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Drill a hole in the back and screw them on the back.
These are the piano keys, or piano hammers that are always associated with visual music, and in this case, it's half-inch copper cut with a water jet. The curly cues, which I think of as kind of music curling up out of a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of it as like the cymbal clash, some kind of major point in the orchestration that delivers with a real punch. You really feel the presence, and you get to walk. I don't want it just to read left to right, or right to left, or top to bottom. I also want it to read deepest layer forward. When you think of Chinese paintings, and the mountain that's at the very top of the painting is meant to be the furthest one away. And I'm thinking of that kind of development. Not that the bass notes are the furthest away in some cases. I think of these areas here as the bass notes, but the filigree floats over the top, but also shows up in behind and sneaks out the other side.